If you're a skinny girl, come closer. I need you to hear this loud and clear. I need you to lean into protecting your skinny privilege, because the world for many years has told us that you need to add weight, you need to do this, you need to do that. I strongly believe that it's important for human beings to do things that encourage self-development, but when it happens or when it continues up to the point that it's detrimental to someone's health, um, that's something to be worried about. And we all know, if you're a skinny girl, you know that a certain demographic of men would always choose the model looking type girl. And as much as I hate this to be about men, because at the end of the day, it's wild for women to make their entire existence about the other species, although I know in the end we are higher animals and all that, but we've seen how that can be detrimental in many ways. So I hate to make this purely about men, but we also know that a certain demographic of men, it's a fact. I think it's more of a matter of cause and effect, attracted to with that look a certain way, model types, etc. I know you're not allowed to say this, but it's facts. I don't make the rules. This is just what we've seen time and time and again in society. Now, I said this is not about men, this is about evolution. So recently I was talking to a family member and they are mentioning how my nose is from my great grandmother and my dentition is from my grandmother, and all sorts, and different parts of how I look, or the fact that if you're a type of skinny girl that you stay skinny without doing anything special. This is just like nature for me and for many other girls out there. If you're that kind of girl, it's most likely genetics. And if you think about genetics and evolution, for that to have happened, someone somewhere must have been picking right. Someone somewhere has preserved what is now your skinny privilege for you. Do you know what I mean? I know some of it is subject to chance, but decisions had to be made even for you to experience that level of it's chance, right? Come with me. So now, looking at it from that angle and seeing someone has truly preserved what is now a privilege for you, every skinny girl out there, you have the responsibility of actually preserving that same privilege for your future generation. Because if you don't do it, guess what? That privilege you experience, and the privilege I'm talking about. My last video, I've had comments, expressing the privileges that people experience from being skinny. I'm really happy about the community I'm creating by speaking on this, and seeing people, or beautiful lady really talk about how she's experienced certain privileges from being skinny. Preserving those privileges for your future generation, things that we don't want to talk about, but preserving it for those will be dependent on you and how you choose your partner, and things like that. So not just even how you choose your partner, but you as a person, because genes can be mutated, genes can be changed. And if you live in a society that constantly tells you that you need to do things to gain weight, and you do unhealthy things, you could end up passing down unhealthy stuff to family members. If your family member has had certain cancers before, breast cancer especially for women, if someone in the family has had it, if the mother has had it, the child is likely to have it. So if you're pushed to do procedures or take medication or take things that are going to cause massive change to your body, just think about the fact that you're trying to not be skinny means that you could potentially harm your future generation. Not just that, while also stopping them from experiencing privileges that you've experienced from being skinny. So that is one way you can preserve your skinny privilege. So when you choose to be skinny, when you choose to stay who you are, and when I say choose to be skinny, I'm saying people that are genetically skinny and it's hard to do anything about it, really, because that's my case. I get filled up easily. Honestly, based on my lifestyle and things I love as well, it just helps me preserve it, as I said earlier. So preserving that further for future generations would also be based on not doing things that society is trying to force you to do, to add weight and do this and do that. Because guess what? You're not just affecting yourself, you're affecting your future generation, especially if you're choosing to have kids. I know not everyone wants to have kids, but if you want to have kids, then this is one way you could be doing things that are detrimental to your future generation. It could also impact the kind of partner you have if you choose to change your body a certain way, and you may end up losing the privileges of health and other things that come with being skinny. which skinny girls actually know, but maybe you're not allowed to talk about it in society. Now, speaking more on that, choosing a partner is also a big one. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I feel like hearing the story of my family, someone made these choices, and for me personally, my great-grandfather, just looking back in time, was very powerful from stories I've heard, and my grandfather the same, and they always went for a certain type of women, and that's why I'm like this. And as much as, you know, people hate to say it, it's actually the truth, and it actually applies to all body types really. If you know that, you know, you're happy with your body type, you can choose somebody that looks a certain way. I'm from Nigeria, and we know Nigerian men like a certain type of women, and they're not slim. So like I mean, lots of Nigerian men, not all, because some still like slim women, but it's evolution. And it's not, again, it's not really about men, it's about evolution and making choices. That is what this is about, right? So who you choose to have kids with would actually impact the health of your future children. Just know this while you know, navigate the dating world and all that. And this doesn't just apply to being skinny, it's more about like health. If you choose someone that is healthy, that has good healthy choices, because a lot of people that are morbidly obese, not all, I know genetics plays a huge factor in it, but lifestyle also plays into it. I've stayed with people over the course of 24 hours, and looking at their lifestyle, I'm like, I can see why this is that way. And I know, like, you know, different things influence lifestyle. It is what it is. The truth is the truth. And so, like, you know what, you don't want someone that doesn't have, you know, certain levels of discipline, that maybe drinks excessively, or, you know, does things that do not encourage like being a weight that is healthy. So it's important, if you're a skinny girl, to actually preserve the privilege yourself. And also, like, women, we are custodians of the future. That's just the truth. I know men, they say men control commitment and all that, but women, actually, we control which child gets born, whose child gets born through us. So it's actually a big deal, and I think we should definitely, as skinny girl club, we should definitely be looking into that. We should definitely be looking to get partners that are healthy and not do things that are detrimental to what has been passed down to us by previous generations. If this resonates to you, let me know in the comment section. Thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. More skinny girl content coming up here, because we need to protect our privilege. We need to protect our privilege, and we can't let the world keep skinny shaming us. You know, we need to, this is the point where we need to let the world know that we are happy to be skinny because it comes naturally to us, because this is our own body positivity. This is what's natural to us. This is normal for us. The fact that it's not normal for another person does not mean it's not our normal. It does not mean we've done something unhealthy to stay this way. For me personally, can't help it. This is who I am, and don't be bullied out of it. Don't let anyone bully you. I wouldn't be bullied out of it. I refuse to be bullied out of like who I am. And yeah, and you know what, the funny thing is, like, a lot of people that do this bullying, they actually secretly want to be like you. And if this is triggering to anyone, like I said in my post yesterday, they should ask themselves, if you are confident in who you are, why is someone else saying they're confident in who they are? Why is that triggering to you? Why is that bothersome to you? You should ask yourself that. When people come out to say, you know, they're happy to be thick, they're happy to be curvy, like, I'm like, great, good for you. I'm not in your comment section saying, oh, that's not positive, that's so negative, all that. No, I'm not there saying that, because you know what, I'm confident in who I am, and I just want my skinny girls to have that same level of confidence. Right, so thank you for watching this video. Like I promised, more content coming up. If you haven't seen my last video that triggered some reactions, you should definitely see it. I'll leave the link up there, and I'll see you in my next video.